We are here to showcase just that. A scooter brand so loved across the country in a innovative avatar. Before we begin, I would like to request you all to please keep your phones on silent for an uninterrupted experience. I would now like to call on stage Mr. Danish. He's part of the TVS Jupiter brand team to take things further. Danish, welcome on stage.
Actually, it's good afternoon to everybody. As Priyanka has already said the context, and you are well aware the purpose of calling everybody for this event. So today we would be showcasing you the new Jupiter that we have launched. The brand Jupiter is one of the flagship products from TVS Motors Scooters stable, and which had been a very successful and a very well accepted, a very well respected brand amongst the consumer fraternity. And since the time of launch, it has found a very special place in states like Karnataka, Maharashtra, Gujarat, elsewhere as well. So before I take you to the product, I show you the features, the overall, the journey, the legacy of the product. I will just take you through the industry first, right? Before I do that, I would just tell you one more thing, that around 11 years back, 2013 was the year when the first Jupiter was launched, and ironically it was the month of September only when we did the first regional launch of that product across the nation. We have done the national launch as well as regional launch across, I would say, more than 20 plus cities we have done, and Goa, Bangalore, they are also one of them. So time has taken a full circle. It's almost after 11 years we are doing the same event almost in the same month, and if I am recalling it right, date was also in the vicinity of 4th or 5th September only. So that's a full circle of time which has taken place. So if I have to tell you about the industry per se, how the two-wheeler industry is moving, what is happening in scooter industry, what is happening for TVS. So if you see the total, I hope everything is visible, right? It is readable also. Total two-wheeler industry is growing at a CAGR of 4%. The scooter industry is growing at a CAGR of 8%, and TVS scooter portfolio is growing at a CAGR of 12%. That means we are outpacing the scooter industry and we are outpacing the two-wheeler industry as well. We are growing more than these two segments. Now, if I have to tell you about the category share of scooters, that is 32%. That means out of every 100 vehicles sold in the industry, around 3.2 are scooters. 32 people are buying scooters out of all the 100 vehicle two-wheelers sold in the industry. And it is continuously growing over the last 10 years. So if I break the total scooter industry into different segments. So when I am saying segment, that means as per the usage, age, gender, what is the preference and what is the liking of different segments. If you see this commuter 110 segment, when I am saying commuter, it means the vehicle which is used primarily for going to office, going to your shop, dropping your kids to school. Your wife might also drive it, your daughter might also drive it, your son who is having a valid license, maybe is in class 11 or 12, he might also drive the vehicle. So that is a 110cc commuter industry which constitutes about 50% of the total scooter industry. Now, TVS as a company has two products in this segment, that is Jupiter 110 and Zest. If I focus on commuter 125, that is 125cc vehicle with a bigger engine, bigger format, bigger body. People who are already driving a 110cc scooter for, let's say, 4 or 5 years and want to upgrade their vehicle, they go for a commuter 125cc. Again, it is more likely on the family vehicle side. That segment constitutes 30% of the total industry. And the remaining 20% is made by sporty, that is N-Top and other sporty designs you see on the street. These kind of vehicles you will find maximum in towns like Goa, Bombay and Chennai. I'm very sure you would have seen N-Top also from the TVS house in Goa in quite big numbers. This is how TVS portfolio is growing in last 10 years. The CAGR is 24%. The monthly average, so total volume last year was around 82 lakh, 8.2 lakh. That translates to around 76,000 per month. That is the strength of TVS Jupiter portfolio, and it is this portfolio which drives the volume for TVS on a scooter segment. Now, as I told you, the first Jupiter saw the light of the day in the year 2013. 2013 September was the launch of the first Jupiter, and the only philosophy since the launch has been Zyada Ka Fayda. The brand promise Zyada Ka Fayda we had been carrying along for last 10 years. When we are saying this is the brand promise, we mean that the product has more to offer to the consumers what the competition was offering at that point in time. When I am saying more, that is not only in the words which I am telling you. If anybody has driven a TVS Jupiter scooter, if you have seen this scooter, you would see that at the time of launch also, external fuel fill, longest seat, pass by switch, right, metal body, LED lamps. When those features were not very common in the scooter industry, consumer was not even thinking of those products as a very standard feature in the scooter. At that time also, with the first launch of Jupiter in 2013, we had all those features in the product. So that kind of acted as a benchmark trendsetter in the scooter industry. And since that time, we had been following that legacy. Jupiter, apparently is the only brand in the scooter segment which comes up with a refresh variant, with a new color, new variant every year. In a snapshot, if I have to tell you the legacy, the journey of TVS Jupiter as a brand, this is the first vehicle that saw the light of the day in 2013. Fuel fill, external fuel fill, turbo alloy wheel, largest leg space, adjustable shockers. Those features were not thought of by the consumers. So, because the competition products that we were having in the industry were very plain Jane, plain vanilla kind of offerings. So, as a brand philosophy of Zyada Ka Fayda, we offered never thought of features in the scooter segment. Then the first variant came in 2015, that is Jupiter ZX, Dura-Cool seat, stylish interiors, dual color panels. Then 2016 you had Millionaire Edition. 2016 was the year when TVS Jupiter completed 1 million vehicles on the road. Now that was the fastest brand to do so in the scooter segment. In a span of around 2.5 years, we were able to scale up the volume to 10 lakhs. Then 2017 you had Classic with retro feel, visor, very retro colors. Then you had Grande. Then 2019 you had TVS Jupiter Grande with Bluetooth edition. Now this was the first vehicle in its time to have Bluetooth connectivity. You had call alert, SMS alerts, helmet reminders, and you can connect your phone with the console as well. 2021 was the year when we had the mighty TVS Jupiter 125cc launch. That product had 125cc engine, a bigger muscular look, biggest seat in the segment, front fuel fill, first vehicle in 125cc segment to have 2 helmet space, and that became the talking point in the industry as well. Then 2022 you had Smart Connect variant in Jupiter 110 as well. Then 2022 we have a refresh version of Classic. Then 2023 last year October we had TVS Jupiter 125 Smart Connect launch. That Smart Connect, which was launched in 2023, it had the most advanced instrument cluster that you can think of. The features that we offered in that cluster were almost equal to that of cars. Social media notifications, call alert, voice assist navigation, then distance to empty, average fuel efficiency, instant fuel efficiency. All those features which you cannot think of being in a scooter, those were offered. And this all philosophy stems from the very fact that since the inception, since the launch of the brand, Zyada Ka Fayda has been the philosophy for the company. I'll just take you through a very short brand legacy video to make you understand what has happened over the past period of 10 years.
Hear that sound? That's the sound of an idea. pioneer that was born in 2013, the king of scooters, TVS Jupiter. A scooter that became the official carrier of dreams of every middle-class Indian. A scooter that was fueled by India's obsession with more. The year 2013 marked the beginning of a glorious journey. Within just 1 year, TVS Jupiter becomes the most awarded scooter ever. And the crowning glory of 2014, the launch of Scooter of the Year Special Edition. No scooter has reached the 5 lakh mark this fast. And the best part, the #2 scooter brand in India. As the brand grew, the iconic Amitabh Bachchan took the hot seat. We celebrate the 10 lakh mark with the Million Hour Edition. A man with a timeless attitude needs a timeless ride. The Jupiter Classic Edition. As always, the first to launch a Bluetooth-enabled scooter, the Jupiter Grande Edition. 2021 gets bigger, better and more powerful with the launch of TVS Jupiter 125. With first-in-segment features like double helmet space, front fuel fill, we redefine the scooter industry. TVS Jupiter gets best-in-class connectivity with TVS Smart Connect. 5 million happy riders now take the road on with a TVS Jupiter, fastest to reach this landmark. TVS Jupiter redefines smart with TVS Jupiter 125 SXC. TVS Jupiter achieves unprecedented growth. For us at TVS, Jupiter is not just a scooter, it's an emotion. And next decade will be all about reimagining more, creating more, innovating more, pioneering more. Here's to the next decade of being more.
So what you saw is actually, how the brand has shaped up in the last 11 years. And as you can see, it's an emotion for us, and it's an emotion for the consumers as well. Now there are so many, happy consumer stories that we get on a very daily basis, that how the vehicle has helped them in carrying out their routine activities like going to office, taking their wife for shopping, too much of space, external fuel fill, then double helmet space. You don't have to get off from the vehicle for getting the fuel filling done. Your vehicle has so much of space that your whole family can go along on a recreational picnic, and that is how the consumers kept telling us. So it has been a very fulfilling and a very fantastic journey for the brand for the last 10 years. And as you see, that the defining word for us has always been Zada, more. That how do we deliver more to the consumers? That has been the underlying thought for us. And it came from the multiple research, multiple interactions we have done with the consumers. Because see, any product is derived from the consumer. It is it is like bottoms up. We make what consumer desires, what they tell us and what they think. So we are able to capture that requirement and make the product. So when we are discussing about the consumers, let me show you who the consumer is. Right? Actually, I think everybody sitting in the room is a scooter consumer, right? Everybody must have driven a scooter at some point in time. I am very sure, anybody who is having more than a two-wheeler in their homes, one would be a scooter for sure. If you are having a family, if you have, your parents with you, if you have your son or daughter, whom you drop to school, or you go to office, you go to a shop, and the scooter of it can be of any other brand, would be a part of your two-wheeler household. That would be a part of your family. So this guy is around 30 to 45 years of age, goes to office, or maybe is having a shop, or is maybe having a small business. He can be a trader as well. And if I have to tell you about the mindset, the mindset, he's a family guy. He's a family guy like us. He's married, he's having kids. His parents might be living with him. He's that normal, quintessential provider mindset which everybody would be having. So whatever we do on a routine basis, the first and foremost priority that we have is how do we do best for our family. So what happens, we tend to place ourselves in the back seat and think first for the family, right? How to, get the best possible facilities for my kids, how to get the best possible school for my kids, how to, keep my wife happy, how to arrange for the medicine and other required facilities for my parents. That is a normal provider family mindset. Then he's ambitious, he's having a strong value system, he's honest, he does not believe in any shortcuts, he is very sincere, hardworking. He likes he's a value maximizer. When I'm saying value maximizer, he wants to get the best possible facility out of the money which he's paying. When I'm saying money which he's paying, so the value he wants is more. So let's say we're buying a scooter worth 50,000 rupees. He wants to get the best possible value out of those 50,000, whether it is in looks, features, aesthetics, देखने में अच्छी हो, फीचर बहुत सारे हो, चार लोग गाड़ी के बारे में बात करें, आपके दोस्त भी बोलें गाड़ी कैसी लग रही है, your neighbors are also talking about the vehicle. That is the normal feeling we all have. We all want to be, appreciated for the things that we are having. Then, he's cautious. He does not, he does not flanders with his money. Normal investing kind of thing he does. He'll go for FD, saving accounts and all. This was the consumer when we launched the product. But since the time has changed, the world has evolved so much, and so the consumer has also evolved. The current consumer for the current scenario, for the current world setup has also changed. Now if you see, the current consumer is again a family man, is having a provider of a mindset. He works very hard for the family, but now he wants to do something for himself as well. He would like to go on a vacation only with his male friends maybe. He wants to buy a good brand for him. When I'm saying all these things, that doesn't mean that he's not concerned about the family. That provider mindset, keeping family first is still there. But right now there is some amount of individualism which is also crept, right? So that is, he is doing something for himself as well. Now earlier it was only doing more for the family. Now he wants to do something more for himself as well. He has evolved also. He has grown also. He will be using UPI, GPay, and all those smart apps that you are having, net banking he would be using. If you see his phone, you will also find some apps for his entertainment purpose only, right? So there are movie apps he would be having, some OTT apps he would be having. So these all denotes small markers where the consumer wants to do something for himself as well. So as I was telling you, earlier the customer was only involved. Now the customer has evolved also. When I am saying involved, he was only involved in providing to the family. Now he is evolved also. He wants to focus on himself as well. He is still grounded. Earlier he used to do smart work. Now earlier he used to do hard work. Now he is doing smart work as well. He is progressive, intelligent, enjoy doing more, responsible provider. Now he is the modern man of substance. So this is a brief snapshot of how the consumer has evolved in the last 10 years. Earlier it was only doing more for the people you love, for the people who are nearby, your close family. Now it is do more and be more as well. Be more as if in the best version of yourself, what you can do to please yourself as well. That is when I have said there is certain amount of individualism also which has, has become important for the consumer. But it's not only the family. Family is again the first priority. But there is some amount of thing that he wants to do for himself as well. Now the inspiration for the product, there is so much of, more which I had been saying, zyada ka fayda, more, too much of times I have repeated this word. Now, why I am saying this thing? It is not, as I said, it is not only in the words which we say this. When we have done the research, okay, this thought process, why to provide more and how to provide more. So when you go to the consumers, there are three things which stand out for every consumer in this segment. One is he is family focused. Family comes first, come what may, he has to be there for his family. That is common across all these segments, all the age groups, all the states, all the religions, everywhere. Now he is progressive and practical also. He wants to grow in life, he wants to earn money. Let's say he is having a job, he would want to invest his money in some stock market as well. He would want to have some other business as well to generate some passive source of income. Some secondary source of income he also wants. Value maximizer. As I told you, value maximizer is one characteristic trait of the consumer where he wants the best possible value of his money. If I combine all this, then he wants the best riding experience for the entire family. Everybody wants the best thing for his family. Everybody who is taking out his family on a ride would want that ride to be safe, comfortable, spacious. That is one thing which is common across. Then his vehicle should look good. When he is riding that vehicle, he should also look good. So that is reaffirmation of updated image. Then best value plus latest features. He wants the best value along with the latest features in the market. More technology, more refinement, more performance, more convenience, more mileage, more comfort. If I combine all these things, then that philosophy of more flows from there on. That consumer wants more every time he buys something. So that is how we have reimagined this. That reimagination of Zyada Ka Fayda. Zyada Ka Fayda is our brand promise, which we had been using for last 10 years. With the new evolved customer, with the new changing world, and especially the world has changed so much after COVID. This Zyada Ka Fayda has also been reimagined for the consumer right now. So I would just show you the product. I would request you, trigger the photos have to be taken post-launch. Done. Shweta, can you play the video, please?
The universe whispers tales of endless progress, urging us to reach beyond, charting the course towards new horizons. Behold, the cosmic energy converges upon us. The universe conspires to give you the power of more. For the progressive nation, where every sector advances in harmony. For the progressive man who evolves with the world around and stays a step ahead. Presenting the Progressive Ride. That embodies the majesty of the Guru of this universe. Feel the power of more. Embrace the spirit of progress. Do more. Be more. Harness the spirit of the most powerful planet of all. Engineered perfection. Designed for comfort. This is our vision for a new era. This is TVS Jupiter. Power your progress.
So that is the all new Jupiter 110 for you. Totally revamped, totally new product, fantastic styling, new age design, very young feeling, very urban design you have here, right? So Priyanka, they can come and take this snaps if they want.
Do you want to please come forward for the photo opportunity? Just give us a minute, we'll be done with the effect of smoke. You can sit on one, please. Thank you, Danish.
Thanks so much. Any feedbacks? How would you like to put that? Because you people are the first one, who would be sending the word out to the public. What is your feedback? Good, very good, best.
Best.
These lights we call as infinity light bars. And internally we also call it, smiley, because it sends a strong, big beaming smile across the consumer faces as well. But the technical name for this is infinity light bar. And as you can see on the screen, this is a scooter that's small. Shall I move ahead? Get the things done?
Yes.
So we just move the compressor to the side so that the screen is visible.
Okay. So, we have. Nice. 10 is okay. So without wasting much of time, this is the all-new TVS Jupiter that you are seeing right now. It is one of the best offering in the scooter segment with lots of industry first features and many segment first features. The designing and styling you have seen yourself, the lighting, the bold design, the attractive look is for you to see yourself. In terms of technical features, I'll just give you a very brief walkthrough. 15 first-in-class features you are getting with this vehicle. Rotometal disc brake, double helmet space, that is first in the 110 segment. Then you have information of average fuel economy on the cluster. Infinity light bar as I showed you. Follow me headlamp is one very interesting feature which I'll show you later. Piano black finish. Normally, the industry is right now obsessed with chrome. The first time we are launching piano black finish, which we were normally finding 4 meters. Then iGo Assist is one very interesting and first of its kind feature which I'll show you later. Longest seat, turn signal lamp reset the way you are having in car. You take a turn, automatically your indicator cuts off. Emergency brake warning is one safety feature you are having. You are riding at high speed. Suddenly you put apply brakes, your lights will start glowing like hazard lights. You haven't, somebody coming from behind can actually understand that this guy has put on panic braking. So that is the list of the first-in-class features you are having. Then these are 14 best-in-class features: call alert on cluster, silent start, front space. Then you have voice assist navigation. Then you have LED headlamps, metal max body. Find my vehicle is a very interesting and useful feature. When you are parking your vehicle in somewhere dark, you are trying to find it. You just click Find My Vehicle on your Smart Connect app. Your vehicle's light will start blinking automatically. USB mobile charging, LED headlamps, front 2-liter glove box, fuel filling in front. Those are again one of its kind and industry first offerings in the scooter segment. This is a small bucketing that we have done of all the features. Style, performance, comfort, convenience, safety, connectivity. I think we are running short of time. Otherwise I would have taken you through all the features because the list is so long. The list of features is so long. We require good amount of time to read it even, right? But still, the designing is one of the USP. piano black finish, infinity light bar, full digital cluster. We have exciting 7 colors in this brand. High performance engine, IGO assist. Then longest seat you are having, there is a body balance technology which keeps your vehicle in a very stable and planted state. Then you have double helmet space, again a very nice feature for the family, for the safety person, because now everywhere you have a 2 helmet regulation where the pillion also has to wear a helmet. So you can very easily carry your helmets with you. That space can also be used for shopping and keeping your stuff. Then distance to empty feature, your cluster will tell you how much distance you can travel in the available petrol. This feature again is right from cars. Hazard lamps, follow me headlamp, emergency brake warning, metal max body. Then Smart Connect app gives you a seamless connectivity between the scooter and your phone. You can control your cluster using voice assist, navigation, call alerts, and whatnot. The list is actually endless. So IGO assist is one thing, I will just spend 1 minute on. So it is a kind of, where the vehicle draws some power from the battery. We also call it power on demand. So when you are riding the vehicle, so you get some additional boost from the battery itself. It's a bigger, powerful battery which gives you a boost. On the cluster, you get a message that IGO assist is on. You can pull your accelerator. The vehicle for the next 10-12 seconds, it will run very fast without consuming any petrol. Okay, so this is very helpful during signals and crossing and all, where you get additional distance covered without consumption of petrol. That thrust, that power is coming from the battery. Okay, so that is one thing that is very unique in this segment. Instant power boost, intelligent recharge, and it is a very smart way to save fuel. If you see this diagram here, right, this is how it works. The power from the battery goes to the engine, which gives you an additional power, additional thrust, additional distance covered without the consumption of petrol actually. So apart from getting more power, you also get more mileage. That is why we say it's a perfect blend of performance and mileage. Now this is also one thing very interesting. This is a body balance technology we are having. This body balance technology helps you riding your vehicle, whether you are riding alone or whether you are riding with somebody sitting behind, in a very stable, in a very planted state. Your vehicle does not wiggles. It is very stable whether you are riding on a smooth road, whether you are riding on road with potholes. Your stability is very nice. As you can see in the diagram, the first diagram tells you can somebody look at this? Sorry, this is Shivadar, can you do the controlling from there as well? I will skip it. Sorry guys, just 30 seconds. Now this is again a flip side of the technology, So this, the top diagram you are seeing on the top video is a vehicle without body balance, where the vehicle tends to, goes unstable. The lower diagram is a vehicle with body balance. It is moving in a straight line, in a straight plane, without any undulations, without vehicle going off. That is because the center of gravity of the vehicle has been placed in the frontal and lower part of the body. So that keeps the momentum very balanced. Your vehicle is very stable. You have bigger 12-inch tires, which keep the vehicle grip on the road in a very nice manner. So with this, your safety, your family's safety is taken care of. This is the very beautiful and smart cluster that we are having. This cluster is having possibly all the information that a rider would need. Apart from the voice control commands that you can give to the cluster using Smart Connect app. You have notifications of call, you have notifications from, you have message notifications, you have instant fuel efficiency, you have average fuel efficiency information. As you can see, you can see who is calling you. If your wife is calling you now, you don't have any reason to avoid the calls. That information is available to you on the cluster. So all in all, it's a very advanced, it's a very futuristic cluster that we are having. This is the find me vehicle which I was referring to. It's very common that we tend to park our vehicles in dark spaces, not easy to access places where the vehicle is parked. Suddenly you park your vehicle in a parking, you go back to that parking, take your vehicle out, and parking is full of vehicles, right? It's difficult to find the vehicles. Now, using this vehicle, you just click find me on your smart connect app, your vehicle will start blinking. Apart from that, this app also gives you ample of information regarding your riding stats. How much distance you have traveled in economy mode, how much traveling has been done in power mode, all the required information that a rider would need to improve his riding is available. Now, if I have to summarize, quickly, the vehicle is a perfect combination of style and excitement. The style is good enough to excite a buyer, is good enough to excite a consumer for buying it, right? It is so attractive that that you cannot, when you see the vehicle for the first time, honestly, it's very difficult to take your eyes off the vehicle. So one style is something which is good to have. One style is something which excites you to buy it. So that is one combination we are giving. Then safety meets innovation. All the safety features have been first in class. Nobody has offered them yet, and they are for the first time coming in the scooter segment. Next. Performance needs smiling, as I told you in the iGoAssist explanation. So using the battery, the vehicle is getting more power. There is a refined engine, lighter engine, more powerful engine. It's a 113cc engine that you are having. Coupled with iGoAssist, give you more performance coupled with more mileage. Practicality meets comfort, double helmet space, longest seat, front leg space, telescopic shockers. They give you a lot of comfort to you, to your family, to your loved ones. The price for the state is 78,000 rupees. Now that is a killer price we are offering. Okay, for the features and the product that we are offering, the price is a major takeaway. These 6 colors, we have these 6 colors we are offering the new launching. You have blue gloss, you have white gloss, you have meteor red, dawn matte blue which is on the stage, then titanium grey and galactic copper. These 2 colors what you saw on the stage. The color lineup is also very attractive. It will appeal to all the age groups, to all the section, all the consumer segments that we are having. That is all. Thank you so much for being so patient all along. And go for the next.